Must be something with it. Okay, welcome back again. Frustratingly, we have to cut the stream. But, the sound appears to be a little bit better again now. I'm not 100% sure what's going on with it. Unfortunately, we're trying our best with the conditions. It's raining again and it's blowing a gale. Hands are freezing now. I'm struggling to hold the microphone, but we are trying again. So bear with us, guys, please. While you were away, Chris Davies, Remy Thomason came through in their Ford Escort, no issues at all, going well. And just as you joined us back there, you saw Steve Benton and Ollie Benton, sponsored by the Steve Benton Transport, Ceramics, BRS Suspension and Den Motorsport. It's a sync issue somehow. The equipment, we'll have to do our best to get that back up and running, but obviously conditions don't help. Car 56, it's the Ford Fiesta ST of Callum Griffiths, William Lewis, Prestine Tyre Services Limited, Griffiths Rallying sponsored Ford Fiesta. Thank you for the kind comments. We are back up and running. We will keep monitoring these comments. It's great that you're involved and you can actually let us know what's going on. I've got the stream playing back to me so I can see you guys commenting, but obviously I don't have any volume on, or very little volume, because if I did that I wouldn't be able to hear a thing. So yeah, let me know if there's any issues or you spot anything or hear anything that isn't quite right. We will we'll do our best to rejig it for you and get what you want. If we get any gaps in the proceedings, we'll let you know, and then we'll try and get things synced up as best we can as the cars come through. But thank you for persevering with us. Car 55, it's Gareth Lewis, Ryland James, RS2000 Mark 1 Escort, making a splash. This water that runs down the edge of the road here is just digging out a little bit more and more, so you can expect more and more of a splash as the event unfolds. Tom Burley, shout out to my dad, Julian Burley, enjoying racing near his home in North Wales. He's just been through 10 minutes ago, Tom. It was good to watch. He was flying along in the orange Talbot Sunbeam, driving really well, which is good to know. You'll be able to keep an eye out on the results. Let me see if I can drop the link back into there for you so you can see the results again. If only, Neil. Side block. Car 57. David Jones and Glyn Price in the die block BMW. GJ Price Transport sponsored car. Always one to watch on the stages. Yeah, stand on my left leg and hold my right hand in the air, try and get a bit more signal. If only that was the case. David Wild, isn't it Ryland James' 200th rally today? I saw it on his Facebook. That's some going if that's the case. I don't know. Someone can confirm that. That's a great achievement. I feel like I've seen Ryland competing for years and years and years, so that would not surprise me in the slightest. Car 53, that's the Tugwells, Mark Tugwell, Deborah Tugwell, and the Ford Escort Mark 1, running in the C2 class. Steve Pugh who's sat inside that car over the years with Mark. $600 event starts, not 200. Well, I was impressed with 200. I'm blown away by 600 if that's the case. Really? Is that true? Trying really hard. Dan Jones and Cyril Jones in that little Nova. Jones Brothers, North Wales Joinery. Yeah, 600 starts. That is unbelievable, really, to be fair. Yeah. Amazing. Well done, Ryland, for that one. It's a great achievement. So we're looking towards our next competitor. Now down to just about car 50. Expecting a few more Mark II escorts and a Porsche thrown in. Bonnie Grimes, Dale Furness in the Tuthill Porsche. They're about 4 or 5 cars away. We'll keep an eye out for that. First up though, car 51. Dave and Jamie Forrest. I was on my way to Hull yesterday afternoon, which I know what you're thinking, from sort of Cheshire and Sandbach where I live, to Hull is the complete opposite direction to where I should have been going to the rally. So I went out for a meal last night. Again, a long way to go for a meal, but still, it was a good night. And as I'm travelling across the M62, the sponsor Porsche sponsored escort of the Forest was going the other direction, and I couldn't help but think to myself, I should be going the other way as well. Very throaty sounding Mark II, Salter Motorsport, always turn out a good car. We've just been talking about Steve Pugh. He's sat alongside Gary Thomas in that particular car. Nice bright yellow colour scheme. So while we wait for our next car, I just want to thank again the sponsors for this Motorsport UK World Ride Championship. Pirelli, title sponsor for the championship, alongside fellow sponsors Restruct, Hockley Motorsport, onthepacenut.co.uk and Ashmore's. It's great to see these guys getting involved and helping the championship run. So thank you to every one of the sponsors. Sean Hughes is watching again. To this stage and now he's watching. Thanks Sean, welcome along again. Deep into the corner. Car number 48. Jeff Phelps, Colin Jenkins. Hartbury Farms and Dave Jenkins Motorsport sponsored car. It's only a short blast from this tight left-hander as they go into view to this tight right-hander here. It's probably about 60 metres, but it must be slippy because we're having a lot of cars just pushing wide. More so when the event started and we had a little bit of sort of loose gravel on top. Now it's starting to dig up a little bit. It's probably a little bit better for these later comers, but yeah, still, even though it's only a short distance from corner to corner, it's be on your toes with it. It's certainly keeping people honest this morning anyway. Paul Morris is back. Thank you for joining us again, Paul. Apologies, we keep having these little issues. We will try and iron these out as the day goes on. You're going to come into view like that. That's how you do it. Car 47, Conrad Bart, Jeff Crabtree. Sideways into shot, I like that. Ashley Curtis, morning, watching from a very windy Hull. Brilliant coverage as normal. Yeah, it was all right up there until we set off last night. And on the way back from Hull, it was a little bit wet on the tops as we came on the M62. But thank you for watching. George Green is also watching, and Neil Roston. Yes, it was a good effort. I agree. Shout out to Johnny Tad, sitting in with Andy Stokes in car 40, Mark 1. Michael Evans will always shout out to Johnny Tad. Always. He's a good man. Thank you for getting involved. Sebastian Mayer, hello from France. Thank you for the coverage. Thank you, Sebastian. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're enjoying a bit of Welsh forestry for Welsh forestry action. There is that stunning sounding Porsche. Bonnery Grimes, Dale Furness. Run by Tuthill Porsche, that car. Been testing down at Sweet Lamp this last week or so. Getting some miles in, ready for this this campaign to start. I'm just going to let you enjoy the scenery for one moment and have a rest from my voice while I go and grab my drink, and I'll be back in a second. Better. Wet the whistle, as they say. Steve Simpson, welcome along, Steve. Thanks for watching. When are we going to see you back out in the forest again? Car 45, the Flexify aircraft tyre. On the notes there. RS 1600 running in class C5. Speak to Will and Karen if you want to hire an aircraft. Flexifly aircraft hire sponsors the car. Imagine that's not something you can just go and do. I think you probably have to have a license for that as well. You can't just turn up like you could with a car and just borrow a car for the day. Neil Roskell's cheering on Mark Holmes, car 23, hopefully finishes this one. Yes, that would be nice. That's car 43, Alan Horn and Ian Beamond in the Ford Escort Mark II, just running a little deep into the hairpin. Tight line through the corner with us, through the water. In fact, almost missed the water, it was that tight. Neil, is that a little dig at Mr. Holmes there? Let's hope Lord Mark Holmes finishes this one. I know what you pair are like.
Did Neil finish his last one?
I'm not saying anything. Did you hear that, Neil? I was hoping someone else would say it, but it wasn't me. I wasn't going to say it, Neil. I like you, Neil. I didn't say anything. If he wanted to know who that was Wayne, wanting to know whether he finished the last event he did or not. Has Craig Jones gone through yet? Good question. You nip through these. No, Craig Jones hasn't come through yet. We're about 10-15 cars off Craig. We're running at car 26. Car 42. Car 42, that car 42. absolutely mental. No, we haven't. Liam Griffiths and Daniel James. What was the other one? The other Mark II Fiesta ST. Callum Griffiths. That confused me. Sorry, boys. Getting the Griffiths boys mixed up. Liam Griffiths. It was the fact that the sponsors were the same. That's what confused me. Prestige Tyre Service Limited, JRS Construction and Griffiths Rallying sponsors Liam Griffiths and Daniel Griffiths, and they're very similar to Callum Griffiths' Ford Fiesta ST. Car 41, that's the Vauxhall Chevette HSR of Anthony Hansen, Russell Holdsworth. Smelling a little warm on the brakes, that. Quite looked right as well as it came past. It was certainly smelling warm anyway. Yes, Neil's realised actually he didn't finish his last event. Damien Morley's watching. Welcome along, Damo. I take it you're not in work today. Liam Whiteley's watching from a sunny Isle of Man. I think we have this conversation every time, don't we, Liam? It's only sunny because I'm not there. The minute I step onto that island, all hell breaks loose. Very, very well. Here we go then. Andrew Stokes, Johnny Tad Evans, Stokes Rally Team sponsored car. Great to see Andrew out and Johnny alongside as well. Always drives it hard, does Andrew. Sue will be back at base, cooking up some fantastic food, no doubt. Always a pleasure to see these guys out on the stages and out on the events around the UK. There's a little bit of a competition, a bit of an incentive on this weekend in memory of David Stokes, and Guy Weaver has had something to do with this. I don't know a great deal about it, if I'm honest with you, but it was just something we'd seen this morning in one of the manuals that we were given on the way to the stages. So it's a chance to celebrate David and his driving style with the competitions throughout the season, and prizes to be given out at the end of the season, no doubt, for crews that emulate all the traits of the late great Mr. Stokes. So fantastic little initiative there. Big thank you to the guys for coming up with that. It's fantastic to see. Car that just flashed through there, as I was telling you about, that was the second of the Squires boys, the Phil Squires, Mick Squires Escort, rallying competition sponsored car. Next up, car 38, Jeremy Easton, Mike Reynolds, the RS 2000. It's a long time since I've seen Jeremy out actually competing. I know he does bits and bobs here and there still, but nice to see Jeremy back out. He used to campaign a Capri many years ago. I remember seeing him on the Duke. He was in a Capri, so the Capri earlier, driven by somebody different, but just got a bit of a tenuous link there. It's getting cold and putting my hat on. Either that or I'm getting old, one of the two. Slippers and a blanket next, I think. Has Peter Jones come through yet, the Ford Escort? I couldn't find Peter on the entry list earlier. Where is he? Why can't I see Peter Jones? Car 37, Nick Kitchen and Hannah McKillop dancing their Mark 1 around the hairpins, wagging that tail. Streamod's back. Oi, oi. Got involved in the stream last time out at Donington Park. Welcome back. Car 36 this is. That's James Potter and Bob Duck. And Sulzer Ton Hire sponsored example. Flipping it. Here comes the rain again. We get the umbrella up. Try not to take someone's eyes out. Steve West, love the escorts, watching from Kent. Thank you very much. Jonathan Trippett is watching as well. Welcome along, guys. And Stu Mod, obviously. Welcome, Stu. Bouncing into shot. Car 35. Starting to get to the serious end of things now. Martin Brady alongside. We're keeping our eyes on the Motorsport UK Welsh Rally Championship cruise this weekend. We'll bring you all the crews in the rally, but we're concentrating on the Welsh Championship, so we're looking for car 30 and car 29 next for those guys in the championship. That's Dave Brick and Andrew Fox, and then we will have Ben Smith with, I think, Dad alongside in the Amigos tequila flavoured beer Ford Escort. It's Ben Smith, Steve Smith, and then we have Jonathan Brace. Next up, car 34. Baz Jordan, Marwell Jenkins. The Jordan for Greener Roads and John Doe Race Engine sponsored Mark II. Yeah, Hannah McKillop does co-drive quite a lot. I've seen her on events as well this year. Since starting to do a bit more of this commentary, I start recognising people's names now. It's difficult when the camera's in front of you. You don't tend to see a lot of what's going on, but now I have to read entry lists and comments and things like that. Yeah, you certainly do recognise things. So. You can tell the rain started, and the stream started to go funny again. Bear with it, let's keep going. Back to my phone. So mix up. Ben Jemison, Ian Kellett, and their Vauxhall Chevette. Sure you all heard that. That was me just checking to see if the sound was okay when the on the stream. Small delay there, so I thought it might have all started to catch up with itself again, but we're okay, I think. Doing all right so far. Paul Sandfield watching from sunny Dorset. Roy Ida Johansson is watching. Peter James, thank you very much. Baz Jordan not got the Cadet, switched to Mark II Escort, looks like. Yeah. See Baz in a variety of cars, don't we? Someone with a very, very heavy Dave Brick with Toby Brick alongside. I once spoke to Dave at the end of one of the rallies a few years back, and he was wearing a pair of 10-pin bowling shoes, and he told me that he prefers to wear 10-pin bowling shoes when he's driving because he gets to feel the pedals better. So each to their own, I suppose. Don't know whether he bought them or he just went and had a game of bowling and thought, you know, I like the look of them, I'll have them. maybe he just left his trainers in the bowling alley. But however, it works for him. He certainly can pedal that Nova. So yeah, excellent to see. Welcome along, Jason. Jason Lepley's watching. James Henderson is also watching. Thank you for tuning in. Car 29. So this is the World Championship supporting crew of Andrew Fox, with Jamie Lee Fox alongside in a BMW 325. Mark Wilmore had the pleasure to sit with David Stokes in that car for 2 stages at Chatsworth Rally Day, filling a raffle ticket win for the Richard Burns Foundation. What a driver. He really knew how to throw it around. One of the most memorable experiences of my life. Yeah, I can imagine. Coming in hot, car 31. Josh Carr, Richard Wardle. Hamilton Racing and Josh Carr Snap-on sponsored car. Mark, yeah, I've also been lucky enough to sit in with David as well. I sat in at a test with him at Sweetlam, and it was just absolutely mind-blowing to see the car control. And I know he knows the place really well, and I know he'd been around the place a few times as well, so you know, he didn't need me to tell him where he was going, but still to sit in there and experience what it's like from an outsider who, although loves the sport dearly, has never really been inside a rally car before, to be given that opportunity and to be to show the ropes by the one and only David Stokes was some experience, I can tell you. It was incredible to see that on that day, or experience that on that day up in Sweetlam. So something that will always stick with me in my memory. Very fond times. Car 28 then, Mike Tompkinson, Sean Whitehurst. The flick of martini colouring down that car there by the looks of it. It's always nice to see. Smell of burning oil of some description coming from it though. Yeah, something's hot. Hopefully we can get back to the stages, get back out of these stages and get back to service and get that all fixed up. Thank you for the great rally report and the great rally sound and coverage. Thank you very much, guys. It's always great to read comments and hear what people's thoughts are, so thank you very much. Flying and fast as usual, Dave Brick. He's always like that, isn't he? Yeah. John Fleet, Sitka, thank you very much for listening in Belgium. Car 27. Mike Stewart, Sinclair Young. I'm about to get blown away by the wind. I'm having to hold everything down. The umbrella up, I'll turn into a not so glamorous Mary Poppins in a minute if this carries on. Marcus, I feel great coverage. Thanks, Marcus. Long time no see. Hope you're well. Hope you're getting on okay. Watching from sunny South Spain, missing the Welsh rallying. Yes, well, I'm missing the Spanish sunshine as well, to be fair. We'll swap you. Do half and half, shall we? Sit in the work van, wish I was there. Rory Gillies. Well, yeah. No, I'd like to be in warm, sunny Spain, to be fair. When you have Mark 1 Escorts coming past you, driven like that by Craig Jones and Ian Taylor, then why would you want to be anywhere else? RHL Steel Buildings, CMJ Motors, ABX Roofing Supplies sponsored car. Big thank you to those guys for getting that car out on the stages. We're expecting next up then some more of our Motorsport UK Pirelli Welsh Rally Championship contenders. Ben Smith and Stephen Smith in the Amigos Tequila flavoured beer Escort Mark II. And the Braces Bakery, Dave Jenkins Motorsport sponsor Jonathan Brace and Paul Spooner. Two crews, the two-wheel drive, the four-wheel drive class. And that is Ben and Stephen. see the wind is really whipping across the valley with the tape on the corner on the other side. It's really blowing it around. Welcome along again, Marion. We're getting there now, mate. We're getting there. We are down onto car 24. This should be Jonathan Brace, Paul Spooner. Big congratulations to Marion on his escapades over in Ireland. Showing some of the highly quality how to drive. Just managing to get it stopped in time. Did well to put the anchors on there. Like I say, it's only a short blast from that corner to this one, but downhill, quite steep, and it must just be off camber. It's a little bit slippy than it looks, maybe. It's catching a couple out, just pushing past the apex. So yeah, congratulations on your achievements over in Ireland so far. Well done, Marion. Good morning from Jersey, in the Channel Islands. Great coverage and good luck. Thank you for taking part to all. Sorry, good luck to all taking part. Thank you. And Adrian Passman, very kind. Great coverage watching from Ireland. Thanks, Dan. Alan Thomas is sitting in a hot tub. Well, I'm probably just as wet as you, but it certainly won't be as warm. Whistling away. That's car 82. So regular to the rally scene. So regular, I've forgotten his name. Tony, sorry Tony. I've been racking my brains in it. He's not on the entry list because he's a late entry. But I've been racking my brains when he came into view then thinking I can't remember his name. Come on, come to me. And in the end I just couldn't leave it any longer. So apologies Tony. Yes, of course it is Tony. Tony Simpson in the Seacon sponsored Fiesta. So see Tony out on lots of events. He's even worked with us before, but I hope he forgives me for that cock up. Going well anyway. Car was sounding great. Craig Simkiss guiding Mark Holmes around the stages this weekend in the Mark Holmes Auto Engineering Limited Mark 1. Still going strong, Neil. If you're still watching, he's still here. He's still going well. 2 stages in. Mark has also got a Metro 6R4, and I think he's also got a Fiesta S2000 as well, actually. But, the 6R4 expired on the Promenade stages with a hole in the fuel tank. Paul Thompson, Josh Davison, sponsorless white immaculate Mark II Escort. He's still watching there, look, good lad Holmesy. He's still going.
I think he's selling the Fiesta.
Yeah. The Fiesta is up for sale. I think I've seen it somewhere actually. The S2000 is up for sale, so if anyone wants to buy a cheap Fiesta, Mark Holmes has got one for sale. Just have to remortgage your house and there you go, you'll be alright then. Remember, you can live in a car but you can't rally a house, so you know, get its benefits. Car number 20 then. Metric Services sponsored by Stevenson Wheeler. John Pickavance alongside. Tidily done. So now we're getting towards the hot end of things. I want to very quickly try and the results back up again for stage 1. And I'll try and bring you some accurate information. So, for the two-wheel drive class, after stage 1, which was Duvenant this morning, it looks like Nick Elliott and Dave Price hold a 2-second lead in the Fiat 131 Abarth over Roger Chilman, Patrick Walsh, then Robert Goff, Paul Morris. Car number 19, we said it was nice to see him back out again. Steve Perez, Andy Bull alongside, and Franklin's and Sons Tonic sponsored Mark II Escort that's fresh back from Spain, competing over there a couple of weeks ago. So just going back to the results, 4th overall in the two-wheel drive class is Joe Price. Richard Jordan is 5th, Tom Walster is 6th, Jason Pritchard and James Lepley are both equal for 7th, with Rudy Lancaster and Guy Weaver in 9th, and then Adrian Henderson and Seth Perez and Alan Walker, actually all 3 of them tying for 10th place. Car 16, Kevin Metcalf, Ian Jones in the BMW E30, taking unusual lines through this little complex of bends here. Very wide on the right-hander, and then tucking it in very tight on the left, just under the camera position here. He's going to come join us up on the bank at one point. As we clear the water away from the screen on the camera. Unfortunately, we chose this location thinking it was very scenic. We didn't choose it because the wind was blowing the water straight at us. Chris Lees, Neil Shanks, both watching from Scotland. Thank you for joining us, boys. Here is James Lepley. Showing full commitment there, car 18. Simon Jones alongside. Some angles come in and interview there. Done, boys, going well. So we're looking for Ewan Roberts, Daniel Jones in Escort G3. Roberts of Festiniog, parked in the petrol station this morning on the way to the stage to the rally start. So hopefully those guys are here. They're the next of our Motorsport UK Rally Championship crews. A little bit of a pause in proceedings, but there's certainly noises of rally cars echoing across the valley. Looks like the next car's a Mark II Escort actually. So it's the same colour as the Mark III we're expecting, but my eyes aren't as young as they used to be. We will see what happens when it comes into view in a moment. Before it gets to us, it goes back into the tree line and then around a quite tight right-hand bend, which then opens into a medium right, and then eventually coming back out of the trees again into this tight medium left with the fresh air drop on the outside, little puddle on the inside just there. And, it is my eyes that are deceiving me. It is car 17. Daniel Jones, G3. Going well. Bit of a gap between the last two cars, so maybe someone's fell by the wayside somewhere. Valley fans sat on the bank over here watching, tucked under the umbrella. Live interview. Alan Walker. JWC Financial Solutions sponsored car. It's an RS 1800 running in the D5 class. Again, Pirelli Welsh Rally Championship supporter. As we get to the thick end of things here, we start to see a few Welsh Championship crews. We've got the Flying Kiwi coming very shortly, Boyd Kershaw, Keegan Rees alongside him, and Richard Jordan, Rudy Lancaster, Robert Goff. First off, we have Gareth James, Stefan Evans, the Gareth James Motorsport Blue Sky Engineering sponsored Mark II. Hear the stunning noise of the Porsche coming up the valley. Richard Tuthill with the infamous Stefan Prevost alongside him. And also Seb Perez and Gary McLaren. Two back-to-back actually, Porsches. Car 113 then. One of our late entries, Joe Price and Chris Brooks. Not seen Joe out for a while. It's a car you can't miss in those colours. Nice to see Joe back out again. Will Banks is watching. Welcome along, Will. Thanks for joining us. We had a little bit of a torrid time on the Malcolm Wilson a couple of weeks ago. But, we'll be all ready and round to go. I saw your comment on the Northwest Stages post as well today. I think we should go and have a little bit of fun on the lanes. Why not? Get that Nova into tarmac spec. Give it a go. Why not? Mark Perryman is watching. Welcome along, Mark. Thank you to everyone who's joined us so far on the stream. If you want to continue watching, please make sure you hit the notification bell so you can follow us. So not quite the tarmac of the Costa Brava. The gravel of the Welsh Forests this weekend for Seb Perez and Gary McElhenney, and the Amigos Tequila flavoured beer sponsored Porsche 911, and hopefully right behind him we should have another Porsche. I didn't quite hear it then. Keep our ears open just in case. To see Richard Tuthill, Stefan Prevost, if possible. Where are they? Sounding very escort-like to me. Welcoming back to the Welsh Championship. Boyd Kershaw. Nice to see these guys back out again. Has had success on the Welsh Championships over the years. Continues to support the championship, so nice to see him back out. Stu's telling us you've missed a spot. we'll sack him later. Car number 9. Richard Jordan, Jason Smith. Cracking looking car that. Car Prep sponsored. All roads asphalt. The Pirelli Welsh Ride Championship registered crew as well. Smooth as you like. Great to see that from Richard Jordan. So next up should be our final stage sponsor of the day, the Woolacombe Bay Holiday Parks car of Rudy Lancaster and Guy Weaver. Thank you, Roger. Just put me straight. Appreciate that. A bit leery really from Rudy there, but trying hard nonetheless. So yeah, Seb and Steve will compete on Mallorca Rally Classico. They were, yes, and that wasn't Rally Costa Brava, was it? It was a week later, I think, Rally Costa Brava. Thank you very much for putting me straight on that one. You are 100% right, they certainly were. Watching from Brands Hatch, where my son James is racing in his Suzuki Bandit Challenge. Well, I hope it all goes well for James. Good luck. Keep it on the black stuff. That's all I can say. Have a great day down at Brands Hatch. Hope the weather's okay for you down there. Plenty of support coming in for Rudy Lancaster, Guy Weaver. Coming off with Paul Morris alongside. It's the last of the two-wheel drive crews supporting the Pirelli Welsh Rally Championship this weekend. We will continue to bring the rest of the field through. We've got about 5 or 6 more cars to come, including the awesome Fiat 131R Bath, separating those escorts. Currently leading the way after one stage. So if you want any more information on results, you'll start to see results coming through for this stage as well now. Click on that link that I just dropped into the chat, as if by magic. Currently lying second overall after one stage. That man there, that is Roger Chilman. Patrick Walsh in the silly seat. Always great to see Roger out in the Mark II. Hard charging as ever. Really knows how to push that car to its limits. Haywood Crushing, Demolition, Securcom, Danfords, Connor and Son, and Evans Cleaning are the sponsors for Roger. So thank you to everybody involved for helping Roger get that car out on the stages. He'll be making you all feel very proud pushing that car like he does. So we're hoping to see car number 5 next, Adrian Hetherington, Ronan O'Neill. Certainly is. Blue wheels on the Escort. Just turning in a little early. Just a little twitch too early on the turn in for this open hairpin right. No dramas. Got it settled again. So 4 to come before we take a little break. We'll pause the stream, look at the stream, and then we want you all to join us back for the 20-car shootout for the top 4-wheel drive honours. We will be waiting to see Matthew Hurst and Declan Deere. first of all, let's enjoy Richard Tuthill, Stefan Prevost in that glorious sounding Porsche, running a couple of positions out of place. But, great to see, really trying hard. Lovely to have Richard back in the championship. And nice to see Stefan come over as well. I can see a Fiat 131 in the distance coming up the hillside. Peugeot 131. Fiat 131 in the distance coming up the hillside. Gentleman going well. Colin Hughes has spotted it as well. He certainly is. He was flying in that Escort. He had 2 seconds to make up on this 131 that you're about to see going into this stage. So we'll see how the times fare, and we'll update them for you when we go live again on the next stage here. But in the meantime, you can click on the link that's just above in the comments. That will take you to the live. There we go. Nick Elliott, Dave Price, current event leaders. Brought the wind with them then as well. I nearly took off when the car came past. The wind picked up and it was nearly going with it. Great to see. Breaking the Escort procession up a little bit. Yeah, I was picked up from hospital when I was born in one of those. Not quite the rally spec, but it was a 131 Mere Fury Sport. That's what I came home from the hospital in. Probably my best story I could tell you. Mr. Woodford likes that one. Tegan Roberts, where is it? We are based in Gartheniog in mid to north Wales. I think mid Wales is the fair assumption where we are. Just outside Bolgethley, where service is held. Tommy Walster, Chris Ridge in the Escort. Not used to seeing Tommy out in an Escort. He's had Clios and Suzukis and all sorts over the years, so having a go at historic rallying now. But nevertheless, good to see. So yeah, what have we got now? Marty McCormack and Jason Pritchard should be the last two of the two-wheel drives. And like I say, we'll cut the stream then. Please don't go too far. Don't put your smart devices down. Turn your tellies off. However you're watching us, get ready to share it again. We will go in live almost immediately with the four-wheel drives. Time to smooth as ever, Jason Pritchard, Phil Clark, a crew that need no introduction and really know how to drive that Escort to its full potential. North Road Garage sponsored Get Jerky, Chartists 1770 and J&S Handling. Oh, and also Pirelli, our little company, Pirelli. Main title sponsors for the Motorsport UK Welsh Rally Championship, and the Forests have fallen silent, so we must have lost car number 2, Martin McCormack and Barney Mitchell, which is a massive shame. They always go well over here, so we seem to have got a break. Although, I can just in the very, very distance, that's probably Dovey actually thinking about it. Dovey's on the over this other side. I can hear a car in the very distance. It seems a long way away for it to be Marty. We'll just bet you'll be able to see reigning Pirelli Welsh Rally Champion Matt Hurst and Declan Deere trying to defend their title. While we wait, because I think this could well be Martin McCormack in the distance. While we wait for him, I'll just have a quick flick through the results and see if I can find out anything for the four-wheel drives. Helps us on the right eventing. It is an escort. It is a red escort. It's looking good so far. Just try and load this up for you. Bear with me one moment. 115 times available for stage 1. Okay, so just before we see the escort go into view, we will just quickly round up this. So 406 is leading the way. Jordan Hone is currently ahead of Matthew Hurst. Alan Carmichael is third. And then if I jump down the order quite a way actually, it's then Martin Andrews, Simon Rogers, Kevin Proctor's obviously having a bit of a bad run at the minute, Gavin Edwards and David Tomlin. So whatever the issue was, it's not there now, and Martin means business. He's I can see he's a long way off the lead now, so in stage 1 he's had an issue. I'll have to try and find out what Martin's issue was. But 1 minute 13 off the lead in the two-wheel drive, so problems for Marty. Right then, thank you very much for tuning into the Motorsport UK Welsh Rally Championship, sponsored by Pirelli. That was the two-wheel drive coverage done and dusted. We will be back almost immediately for the four-wheel drives, where we'll have